Good afternoon and welcome to Jerry Meadham Field. Steve Witterhack with you to bring you some regional semifinal Division II girls softball action. The Waupun Lady Warriors, one of the top teams of the state, ranked number 8 in Division II softball, taking on the Ripon Tigers, a very familiar team to them and to me because I've done all their games. The one over in Ripon, the one that we had here during the regular season, and now this one for the regional semifinal. So again, the journey starts here for Waupun in the postseason with high expectations. The only ranked team in their half of the sectional. So they hopefully just look at it that way. It looks like they've got a little bit easier time of it than the teams on the top half of the sectional. You got number 2 Luxembourg Casco in there, number 9 Denmark, number 5 Freedom are in the top half of the sectional. But you wouldn't have to meet any of those teams until the sectional championship that they'll be playing coming up next week, Thursday at Winneconne. So move the game up an hour here today because of the possibility of some bad weather. It looks like they've been getting it north of us a little bit, and we definitely very fresh in our minds what bad weather is. Seeing a lot of people got dented cars in the Waupun area yesterday morning when that hail came through, some as big as golf balls in some areas of town. But going to get this game in. They want to do it before there was a chance of some rain coming in possibly later tonight. So good choice, I think, by the coaches on that one. And I did get a chance to talk to Waupun's coach, Josh Novice, before everybody got down here today. So we'll have some thoughts from him coming your way in just a few minutes as our pregame show brought to you by Home and Auto Sales continues right after this on RP Sports.
You know, when planting season arrives, timing is everything. That's why you need a planter that's ready to strike when the conditions are right. Massey Ferguson planters are part of a long tradition of accurate planting with minimal downtime and required maintenance. It's a combination of precision, dependability, and performance worthy of the Massey Ferguson name and worthy of your farm. Stop by Waupun Equipment today or visit www.masseyferguson.us to learn more.
Home and Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees, we would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
Are you or a loved one living with the discomfort and hopelessness of peripheral neuropathy? The tingling, the numbness, the life-altering pain? Are you tired of taking medications that only mask the symptoms or don't work at all? You don't have to live like that anymore. Introducing New Medical Center, your beacon of hope in the fight against peripheral neuropathy. Our team of dedicated specialists uses the latest advancement in medical technology to help you regain control of your life. Our personalized treatment plans are designed to reduce your pain, improve your balance, and restore your quality of life, all while targeting the cause of your neuropathy. We believe in a holistic approach, combining cutting-edge therapies and lifestyle changes that can slow down, stop, or even reverse the progression of your disease to help you live your life to the fullest. Don't let peripheral neuropathy hold you back. Take the first step towards a pain-free life. Call New Medical Center today at 920-324-9899 or visit us on the web at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. Because you deserve to live without pain.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
We could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1 Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Ballwig Implement, your full-line John Deere dealer in Waupun or Beaver Dam today to see the difference for yourself. You just have to get in that seat. See the full range of John Deere compact tractors and attachments today at Ballwig Implement, Waupun and Beaver Dam.
Okay, just in time for the first pitch. I'm hoping that we are on right now. And a little troubles with our internet connection here, but I think we got things fixed, hopefully. And I'm Steve Witterhack, Nate Young doing the video streaming, and we are underway here at Jerry Meadema Field. It's a regional semifinal matchup in Division II girls softball. Let's take a look at Waupun on the pitcher circle right now. Addie Braun, 13-1 on the season. She's just lights out when she gets out there. 1.31 ERA, 146 strikeouts on the season. Behind home plate, Callie Westfall. Lexi Gerritsen at first base. At second base, Carly White. At shortstop, Kylie Plime. And Ryan Babish is over at third base. This pitch is going to miss. Makes the count now 3-1. Olivia Lease out in left field. Center fielder is Rowan Harder, and Ava Vandezan is the right fielder. I hope, is that going to be a problem if people have a different link to get onto our game? Yes.
I told him that. I texted.
Okay. I'm just the announcer, so that's all. I don't know any of the technology here, so I have no help with the video stuff when that goes on. That's what we pay Nate the big money for. So. 3-2 count now for Bryn Carlson up first for the Ripon Tigers. She'll be followed by Jocelyn Baker and Addie Johnson. This one misses way high and way outside by Addie Braun. So a walk issued first to get things going here against the Ripon batters. Jocelyn Baker, their center fielder, coming up to bat. Johnson batting .327 on the season. Ripon 2-17 on the season. Showing bunt, misses, snap throw down to first. Oh, that would have been in time if it was hauled in over there. Good throw there by Westfall, right on the money, but bobbled a little bit by White over there. Ripon sitting at 2-17. They finished last place in the East Central Conference. Waupun, the champs of the ECC, 11-1. Some nice big games. That one was fouled back. Makes the count now 0-2. Runner still at first. Nobody out. Just underway here. So the fun of the postseason begins here at Jerry Meadema Field for Waupun. Good, strong win from the right field pole to the left field pole. And a swing and a miss. You can make that 147 strikeouts on the season after striking out Jocelyn Baker. Addie Johnson coming up to bat. Hayden Baker, the catcher, waiting on deck. Nice little answer after that initial walk given up by Addie Braun. Strikes out the next batter. Looking at her first lefty. Johnson up to bat. So got the pictures of our seniors, 4 seniors that are finishing out their last season as a Waupun Warrior. Lexi Gerritsen, Olivia Lease, Roz Rivera, and Kylie Plime. Next one is offered on and fouled over on the third base side. How are we doing there, Nate? Okay, we're better. Okay. Yeah, you think we get good reception in Waupun with our internet. Normally we do. Maybe the weather's screwing it up a little bit. I don't know. Big swing and a miss by Johnson. Puts the count now at 1-2. And a very experienced crew of officials here joining us for the game here tonight, to say the least. But seen these guys all over the place over the years. Change up misses and another throw to first, not in time. We get names on those guys, Jeff? Pardon? Do you know the names of those officials here today? No, the guy on the bases looks familiar. Yeah, I've seen him plenty of times. Our church basketball. Church basketball. This one's chopped over towards second base, picked up by, it's bobbled by Gerritsen. Everybody's safe. Kind of jumped up on her on that last hop, let it get to that third hop. And the thing went right through her arms and right behind her, and that allowed Johnson to get safely over to first base. E over at third, puts runners at first and second base with one down. Hayden Baker coming up to bat now. Hayden is batting .268 on the season. Some high heat and a swing and a miss by Baker. Winner of this ball game will be playing coming up on Thursday. If it's Waupun, he'll get to host because the higher seeded team always gets to host the games in regionals, and Waupun is the number one seed. Campbellsport and Winneconne playing each other in a ball game at Winneconne tonight. Winner of that game plays the winner of this game. If it's Waupun, they'll be right here coming up on Thursday, probably right around 5 o'clock, unless we have to shorten things up again and start earlier to beat the weather or something. But tomorrow looks nice and sunny when there's no games on the schedule. 1-2 the count now to Hayden Baker with Rania Levitt waiting on deck. Swing and a foul back into the screen. So Nate's giving me thumbs up, said everything's fine. So that's good. That's our signal. Are we good or not? Oh, a little change up, and Baker swings and misses for out number 2. So that's 2 strikeouts. Rania Levitt steps to the plate now, and Gabby Gaffney waiting on deck. Nice little job on that. With a little change up, pulled the string on it, and way ahead of it, a swing and a miss. So an error, a walk, and 2 strikeouts so far. The first 4 batters for the Ripon Tigers. Gabby Gaffney, again, is waiting on deck, the designated player. Fastball's going to miss outside for ball 1. Got a lot of teams, everybody in action tonight. Got a lot of great teams, highly ranked teams in the state. Oakfield, they're ranked number 1 now in Division 5, and they're in action taking on Lord's Academy. I know Jeff Sauer doing the video streaming for that one. Next pitch is going to miss off the plate. So good luck to the Oakfield Oaks. Other teams playing around the area. Mayville in Division 3 playing. They're taking on Omro at Mayville today. Laconia. This pitch also misses. A little trouble with their control. Off and on is Addie Braun. Laconia playing at Laconia. They're taking on Cedar Grove, Belgium. So Cambria Friesland. He is playing, and they're hosting Elkhart Lake Glen Beulah. So 4 straight balls pitched to Rania Levitt. So a little off her game in this first inning is Addie Braun with now bases loaded. The interview that we would have played for you before, Coach Josh Nava says his team plays very good. They're really good with having a practice the day before. That kind of sets a tone for the game, and they didn't get that with that bad weather yesterday. So he said he was a little bit worried about that aspect of it, that they didn't get that practice and just kind of set the kind of how things were going to go here in the game today. They got a good practice. Everybody's feeling pretty good the next day. This one is hit out towards short right field. Ava Van de Zand has to let it drop, and 1 run in for Ripon the first time they've got a run in here against Waupun, and this is the 3rd game. It's looking at their other games that they played this season. Back on the 9th of April, Waupun won 12-0 in that ball game. In the 2nd of May, Waupun won 15-0, and here they are in the first inning getting a run across the plate against the Lady Warriors. And base is still loaded. Bella Kletke up to bat now, the second baseman, number 7 in the batting order. Yeah, so maybe that's got Waupun a little out of sorts, starting things out here, not having that practice the day before, and just a way to get themselves all ready for the next day's game. One stays high, a swing and a miss. 0-2 the count, still bases loaded, 1 run in. Waupun trailing 1-0 here in the top of the first inning at Jerry Meadham Field. The 0-2 pitch, and blows that one by her. So 3 strikeouts, but there was 2 walks, there was an error, there was a base hit. And now 1-0 after 1 half inning here at Waupun. Waupun's half, and their answer coming up in just 60 seconds on RP Sports.
We could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1-Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Ballwick Implement, your full-line John Deere dealer in Waupun or Beaver Dam today to see the difference for yourself. You just have to get in that seat. See the full range of John Deere compact tractors and attachments today at Ballwick Implement, Waupun and Beaver Dam.
Shop these and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun this week. Stock up with whole seedless watermelon, $3.99 each. A 6-count of Sheboygan hard rolls or brat buns, $1.99. A party pack of Johnsonville brats, $8.99 with your card. Bicolor sweet corn, $5 for $2. Limit of 10. These and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. Shop these great deals for Memorial Day now at Waupun's Piggly Wiggly.
Okay, we are back at Jerry Meadham Field. Waupun again giving up a run in the top of the first inning. And they'll come up to bat this inning. Bottom of the first, we'll take a look at Waupun's batting order. Ava Vandezan will start things out. Kaylee Westfall batting number 2. After that, it's Lexi Garrettson. Cleanup batter is Roz Rivera. Addie Braun is batting 5th, followed by Kylie Plime, Carly White, Olivia Lease. And 9th batter in the order is Rowan Harder. Addie Johnson in the pitcher circle for the Ripon Tigers. Hayden Baker behind home plate. Addison Pick is their first baseman. Bella Cleckley is over at second base. Bryn Carlson is the shortstop. Rylan Sald is at third base. Left to right in the Ripon Tiger outfield is Rania Levitt, Jocelyn Baker, and Lydia Godin. Here we go. First pitch by Addie Johnson. Comes inside on Vandezan. Misses for ball 1. Dave, of course, leadoff batter batting .410 on the season. Has crossed home plate 31 times to lead the team in that category. Great right fielder for Waupun, getting a lot of putouts, 9-3 putouts during the season. Prides herself in those. Follows the next pitch. Back to the screen. Makes the count 1-1. Quite the storm in the area yesterday. Off and on rain in the afternoon. The winds picked up again. Hard hit ball just past Coach Josh Navis. Makes the count now 1-2. Playing pickleball over at the Union in Waupun yesterday, and all of a sudden you just hear the hail hit the ceiling of the building there. And then we all kind of ran out to see what our cars looked like, not outside, but out through the window to see what was happening, and it happened for a while. Next one misses high, makes the count 2-2, but a few people, including Randy Armgun, having a few little dings on his nice little truck. I just accidentally, just because that's the parking spot that was open, parked across the street underneath the tree. It's hit high in the air, and it's going to drift out of play over on the third base side. It's kind of bragging to everybody else. They said, well, my car's fine because I'm underneath the tree over there. But they said, what if that branch falls on it? They said, well, I didn't think of that. The storm was going full blast, but that did not happen. Just had a lot of leaves. But that was quite the storm. It's weird weather. But tomorrow's supposed to be sunny in the low 70s, so... 2-2 the pitch. Here it is from Johnson. And that one is fouled back and out of play. Even battling right now, staying alive. Aggressive player, good speed on the base pass. Once she gets there, you don't have to tell her to take the next base or an extra base. She'll just do it. Great softball IQ. Comes a 2-2 pitch. That's going to miss about nose level high. Makes it a 3-2 count. Kaylee Westfall awaiting on deck. Said before, Kaylee, the RBI leader on the team, 31 RBIs, 28 times she's crossed home plate. And this has popped up in the infield. Pitcher coming over. Well, the catcher actually takes over and drops the ball. And that is a fair ball. It was right, the catcher and pitcher kind of running into each other, Johnson and Baker, and in fair territory off the glove of the catcher, Hayden Baker. And that puts Ava Van de Zand over at first base. That brings up Kaylee Westfall. I talked about tearing it up this season. 6-13 on the season. 31 RBIs. First pitch is kind of sliced over towards first base, and that's going to drop in. And going to throw it over to second base, and a safe at second is Ava Van de Zand because she had to hold up just in case that ball was caught. But a little bloops up in the air, and Waupun's got 2 runners on. 1 base hit, 1 error. And runners now at first and second base. That'll bring up Lexi Garrettson to the plate. Lexi, see what she's doing on the season. .339, 26 RBIs. Great senior leader out there, solid first baseman. Roz Rivera waiting on deck. First pitch is going to miss high. Runners go on the first pitch right away. Now runners at second and third base. Yeah, Waupun would like to respond with a big inning. Still nobody out. Runners at second and third. The benefit of an error, then a little bloop hit. Runners at second and third with Lexi Garrettson up and a 1-0 count. Big cut on the next pitch in. Didn't get anything. Swing and a miss. Puts the count at 1-1. That will be sticking with the Waupun Lady Warriors all the way through, hopefully, as their long run into the playoffs. Also, another priority, the Waupun boys baseball team. And thanks to Jeff Sauer for having all the extra equipment, too, so we can do a couple of games, 2 or 3 games on a given night. And that's definitely going to come into play. There's definitely going to be some conflicts coming up next week. And Jeff's doing the Oakfield game right now. Oakfield taking on Lourdes Academy in their first round game. This pitch is going to miss high. You know, the big one that might happen is coming up next week, Thursday, if Waupun baseball would win their first game and Waupun girls get in the sectional championship. Those 2 teams will be playing the same night. But with our multiple sets of equipment, we'll be fine. This one swung on, popped back behind us. So Waupun, the thing about him really just seems a little bit off. I know we got runners on second and third base, but a bloop hit in there and a error about a third of the way up the line with a drop ball by the catcher. And Garrettson sitting at a 3-2 count, following a couple off. Comes the 3-2 pitch. That's going to miss inside, and now bases are loaded for Waupun. First walk issued by Addie Johnson, and that will bring up the cleanup batter, Roz Rivera. She's went yard a couple times this year. With the home run leader on the team, waiting on deck. Addie Braun with 3 home runs on the season, and Roz with 2. So bases loaded. This is what your cleanup batter is put in that spot for, these situations. First pitch to Roz misses high for ball 1. Upon doing this with just 1 hit, and this is going to bloop over the shortstop's head, and 2 runs are going to score. 2-run single for Roz Rivera. Nice job. Now runners at first and second base for the Lady Warriors. Nice job. Just a nice little easy stroke. Put it over the top of the head of the shortstop, out to left center field. And with Waupun's speed on the base paths, easy 2 runs come in for them. Addie Braun comes up, her first at-bat of the ball game. This pitch is going to miss low into Addie. .273 batting average on the season. And like I said before, the home run leader. 3 home runs so far for the Lady Warriors. Kylie Plima waiting on deck. Next pitch, a called strike. No offer from Braun. Makes the count 1-1. Yeah, a lot of things going on this time of year. Love the playoffs when you get into the playoff time. Bunt right back to the pitcher, Johnson. Runners do advance over to second and third base.
Drawn to the sacrifice. For out number 1.
So one down, and runners at second and third for the Lady Warriors with 2 runs in, and Kylie Plime, the shortstop, comes up to the plate for Waupun. Carly White awaits on deck. Kylie batting .368. Pretty much the top part of the order has been pretty much set, and they do a little playing around with. And this one also back to the pitcher. They're going to throw to first and just concede that run coming in from third base, and Rivera scoots over to third base. So the RBI sac bunt.
Brings across the run.
So 3 runs in now for Waupun. RBI going to Kylie Plime, and now Carly White comes up with Olivia Lease coming up to the plate. So Rivera stands at third base. 3 runs in for Waupun, leading 3-1 on your new medical integrated healthcare scoreboard. Oh, there I am. I'm just putting on my own little view of our game and see what Nate's doing. See if he's got everything all centered just perfectly like he always does. Savannah out there. Nikki Broxma. Alice Krieger. Good luck, Ava, and the Lady Warriors. And this is a hard hit ball out towards third base. Bobbles it a little bit, brings in the run. Rounding first and staying there is Carly White with an RBI single. Upon second hit here in the first inning. So Rivera in, and now 4-1 in favor of the Lady Warriors. Nikki says, nice hit, Roz. She always finds, every time I look, when she gets up the bat, she always ends up over at first or second base, and sometimes gets to take that little trot around the base paths. Going right away, and that's going to get past the infielders, and White with her great speed gets herself over to third base. So another runner sitting right at third. Olivia Lease, see if she can add one to her RBI total on the season. Rowan Harder awaits on deck. 4-1 Lady Warriors. This pitch, that's going to miss high, puts the count at 1-1. Yeah, it's fun riding past these diamonds here on the west side of town, and Jerry Meadham of Fields. 3 diamonds here, and I kind of like those games they play over in Fenway Park over in Field 3 here with a tall fence about twice as high as the regular fence, and they had to play there once in a game, and there was numerous home runs in that ball game. That kind of added that into the whole factor of the game. This pitch is offered on by Lease and fouls it back into the screen. It's 200 all the way around here, and I thought that field was more like 180. Is that what it is over there? 188. Yeah, that was fun to do a game where this field was not playable, which is unusual. They really do a good job keeping this up and ready to play even with a downpour of rain. 2-2 pitch. Another offer by Lease, and another foul back and out of play. See all the Ripon's parents' cars sitting over here along the first baseline in the bombing area over here. A couple backed up. It's a little harder to break a window if you back it up there, but those windshields are definitely, I've seen those break before here. Savannah should go down as our viewer of the year. She's checks in at every one of our games. So. Yeah, Nikki's always there too. Savannah's like every game, whether it was basketball, whatever it was, we having her check in. So thanks for joining us. We're also on the radio in case you have somebody at home that might be doing some work outside. And I like listening to a game and the Brewers play. If you can hear Bob Uecker on the radio in an afternoon doing some outside work, that's at least gets issued a walk. And that's always a fun thing. But yeah, we're actually on 103.3 FM. We're on AM 1170. And if you're in the Fond du Lac area, 93.7 FM. Glad to bring you the games over the years, and big expectations out of this Waupun Lady Warrior softball team. When they all put it together, they are a dangerous team. They can put out some big innings. Great defensive players. Always a good, great pitcher for Waupun all the time over the years. Just one of the most consistently good programs in the Waupun High School. Is the softball team and the baseball team. Spring is always a very good time of year for Waupun. You go watch a lot of the Waupun sports teams, especially on either end of Lincoln Street. And a strike on the next pitch in. Catches the outside part of the plate. No offer from Rowan. You know, it's always exciting, but it's always nerve-wracking, and it's always sad when the end of the season comes. These great seniors that we've seen graduate out of the program, throw down to third, not in time. A lot of great athletes come through Waupun High School, and just a lot of great teams all around the area. Oakfield softball has been fun to watch. Laconia softball there for a while. Winning 3 state championships in a row. That one's Miss Lowe, makes the count now 3-1. And fun to see him, some of the players succeed. Most notably lately was Marcus Damask and what he did over at Illinois this past year. The whole town of Waupun watched every Illinois game. Some people actually went and bought a Marcus shirt. I wouldn't mind one with Marcus's name on it. I just want to start wearing orange and black. Or blue, dark blue, I should say. Navy blue, whatever they call that blue.
Harder reaches on the base.
And Harder is issued a walk.
Number 9, right fielder, Ava Vandersen. Whistle on deck.
A little meeting with the infield and their pitcher as Waupun's going to bring up Ava Vandezan for the second time in the inning. She got on with an error that should have been caught about a third of the way up the line, off the glove of the catcher, colliding a little bit with her pitcher. A little bloop base hit. Now we got 3 walks in the inning, issued by Addie Johnson. Waupun with that 4-1 lead. They actually gave a run up to Ripon, which they didn't do in the first couple of games. Beat them 12-0 and also 15-0. And just a couple of base hits for Waupun during this whole stretch of having bases loaded now and 4 runs crossing the plate. 2 down, but Ava Vandezan up. Got on with that error off the glove of the catcher. That's going to get past the catcher, and White does not hesitate. Plus, it did kick way off to the side. Sometimes, and most of the times, it comes right back to the catcher here. But yeah, Carly says, I don't care where it goes, I'm scoring. So she scoots home, and the runners advance now to second and third base. Pitch into Vandezan, rips one, but just fouled down the third base line. Man, got a hold of that one, but misses by a few feet down the third base line. That would have definitely brought in a couple if that was about 2 feet over to the right. 1-1 count now to Ava. And it bounces that over towards the shortstop. Carlson crosses across the field, and that pulls the first baseman off first base. Maybe she could have stretched to get that one, but
Drags in a run.
another run comes in for the Lady Warriors, now leading 6-0 here in the first inning. The 11th batter of the inning coming up for Waupun with Kaylee Westfall stepping to the plate, dangerous hitter. Leading batting average on the team, runners at the corners. Kaylee had a little bloop hit out just onto the outfield grass on the first base side. Ava says, I'm not going to wait and see another pitch. I'm going to take off right away, and she stands over at second base with no throw. And Kaylee would like to add to her RBI total and leads the team in that category, coming into the game with 31. 3-0 the count now. Or 2-0. to Westfall. With 2 down, runners at second and third base. 6 runs in. So it's a big cut on that one. Just trying to get 3 RBIs off that cut. Fouls it back into the screen. Count is now 2-1. Nice little crowd, as always, for Waupun. And some people making the trip here from the Ripon area. Next pitch is swung on and fouled back. Puts the count now at 2-2. Lexi Garrettson would love an opportunity to get up here this inning for the second time. Kaylee is the 11th batter of the inning for the Lady Warriors. Next pitch is going to miss high. Puts the count now at 3-2. Addie Johnson in the pitcher's circle for the Ripon Tigers. He's just a sophomore. Next one bounces across the plate, and that puts Westfall over to first base. That is 4 walks in the inning now, issued by Addie Johnson. Big opportunity right now for Waupun to really put this thing away, and Wapun's going to bring in a runner probably for Kaylee right now.
Courtesy runner for the catcher, number 14, Hannah Beatty.
Beatty comes in and gets some chance to do a lot of running. Does a good job with that. She flies around the bases and smart base runner out there. She can play some third base a couple times this year. Does a very good job at that too. But not a softball savvy here for Waupun, even taking players off the bench. They know what's going on out there, and they're just as dangerous out there as anybody. So 2 down, bases loaded. 6 runs in for Waupun. And the dangerous hitting Lexi Garrettson steps to the plate. She walked and scored earlier this inning. And that is hit past the shortstop. That's going to score 2 runs. 2-run single off the bat of Lexi Garrettson.
Garrettson with the base hit to left, drives in 2.
Waupun now sitting up 8-1.
Brings up designated player number 8, Raz Rivera.
Raz Rivera stepping to the plate now for Waupun. The runners at first and second base. Raz again, another dangerous hitter. Bats on that cleanup spot for Waupun. Batting .364 with a couple of home runs this season. Called strike on the first pitch into Raz. Yeah, 4 base hits, 4 singles for Waupun to help their cause, but also 4 walks or 5 walks that were issued here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You have 5 hits?
Yeah, I got Westfall.
1, 2, 3.
Westfall, Rivera, Carly White.
Okay, that's where I didn't have it. I didn't have Raz's single circle or a 2-run single earlier. And you gave Ava one over at first base. So,
Yeah, I did.
so first and second base, then the runners for Waupun. 1 and 2 the count. That's pitching to Rivera. That one goes over the top of the catcher's head, and everybody advances a base. Now sitting at second and third base are the runners. Something not really, it's still something with Waupun's hitting just not clicking as normal. So you would see them, they just hit some frozen ropes all over the place, but still taking advantage of all the opportunities here and doing what they need to do. This one is off the handle of the bat, and it's going to be trouble for the shortstop, and safe at first base is Rivera. And that allows a run to come in.
With the infield single.
Again, that one checked up with a backspin on the ball. And then lets a run come in. Pitcher Addie Johnson not exactly excited about that happening on that play, but now runners at the corners and a 9-1 lead for Waupun. Ross with 3 RBIs just in this this inning alone.
In for the DP, number 21, Brian Babish.
And Babish comes in to do some running, and a lot of pitches being thrown by Addie Johnson. This is the 14th batter of the inning for Waupun. 9-1 the lead now for the Lady Warriors. Yeah, I've been through a few of these games like this where it's just you go through the batting order. I remember Oakfield going through the batting order 2.5 times when I thought it was going to be a real quick game over Randolph. Well, they went through the batting order 2.5 times on a night that was windy, sleeting out, and sitting behind home plate, not dressed really for that kind of weather. That was a long. That game went for like 2.5 hours. Just kept on going because Randolph couldn't get any outs. But it finally ended. It ended sometime because I'm here now, so it had to have ended sometime. The next pitch is going to miss. 2-0 the count now for Addie Braun with Kylie Plime awaiting on deck. Addie had a sacrifice bunt, and this one is a liner over towards shortstop, and Bryn Carlson hauls it in, but not before Waupun comes up with 9 runs across the plate, and they lead this game 9-1 after one complete finally here at Jerry Meadham Field in Waupun. Back with the top of the second inning right after this on RP Sports.
And Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun, encouraging people to stop on by this May week and get set up with great food, great specials, great drink specials.
Yeah, lots of cold beer on tap and lots of hot food in the kitchen. Patio's open, so we got the new umbrellas out there for the tables, and want to hang outside if you don't want to sit in the nice, cool air conditioning inside here. Got that available for you, so stop down, check out what we got going on. There's always something different here.
Yep, and some great specials, hot plate specials happening daily.
Yep, daily hot plate specials. We got the Friday fish fry, starts at 11 o'clock every Friday. There's always great pizzas that we actually can do after hours a little bit too, so if you can't get here by 9 and you want to get a pizza before 10, give us a call. We'll hook you up with that too.
Open on Memorial Day. Talk about that.
We are, so everybody coming back from camping that's burned out and doesn't feel like cooking, we'll hook you up. So open at 11 on Monday. We'll be here till close.
The Other Bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun. Thanks, Steve. Have a good week.
You too. Thanks, Steve.
Okay, Steve Winterhack back here. That was a long bottom of the first inning. Waupun does come up with 9 runs, lead this game 9-1. And Ripon's Lydia Godin up to bat. Now, is it Gaden or Godin? Jeff? Godin or Gaden? Godin. Let's go with that. Ryland Sald waiting on deck, number 9 in the batting order. Then back to the top of the order for Bryn Carlson. The top 3 batters for Ripon are here, top of the second inning. Next pitch by Braun misses just off the plate. And Waupun will definitely make you pay for any mistakes out there. Walks, they'll make you pay for that. Waupun did to Ripon. 6 hits, 4 walks. Error in there too, and Waupun puts 9 across the plate. There's a 1-2 to go. Next pitch, swung on and missed for strike 3. That is the 4th strikeout. All the outs so far for Ripon have been strikeout. The 4 outs that they've had on him so far. Ryland Sald coming up to bat. He's the third baseman. And on deck is the leadoff batter in the overall batting order, Bryn Carlson, waiting on deck. Big swing and a miss on the first pitch into Sald here to get things going on her first at bat of the ball game. Next pitch way behind it, and Carlson gets nailed over there on the on-deck circle. His teammate was way behind that one. 0-2 the count now with 1 down, nobody on. Next pitch, a pop in that one, but that misses inside. Puts the count at 1-2. pitch him is high and away. Puts the count at 2-2. Again, the winner of this ball game will be playing on Thursday against the winner of the Winneconne hosting Campbellsport game. Battle between the ECC and Flyway in that matchup. A swing and a miss on the next pitch in. Chases a high one. So 2 batters, 2 strikeouts, and Bryn Carlson coming up. She got on with a walk, and she scored the only run for the Ripon Tigers back in the first inning.
Carlson. Baker on deck.
Strike on the first pitch in. Freezing all the time. Shows it that on my phone. Next one's going to miss. 2-0 the count now to leadoff batter Bryn Carlson. Number 1 in the batting order for the Ripon Tigers. A 2 down, nobody on. This is hit out towards left center field, and that's going to get past and all the way to the fence out to left center field. Nice hit there off the bat of Bryn Carlson, standing over at second base with a 2-out double.
Carlson with a double to left. Brings on center field number 5, Jocelyn Baker. Johnson on deck.
Yeah, hopefully, it's on my phone. It looks like we're freezing up a lot here, Nate. This one's down low. Ball 1. Jocelyn Baker up to bat. She struck out back in the first inning. Next pitch misses outside. And high, makes the count 2-0. Yeah, sun shining a little bit. You didn't expect to see that at all here today. So it's way better than what could have happened and what's predicted to happen. Swings on the next one, but fouls it back. Puts the count at 2-1. Swing and a miss on the next pitch in. 2-2 the count. That runner at second base. And Jocelyn Baker up to bat, facing pitcher Addie Braun. And just a nice one on the inside part of the plate. Gets another strikeout. Braun again gives up a hit, but strands the runner at second base. All outs so far in the ball game for Addie Braun have all been the strikeout routes. He's got 6 in the ball game now for the Lady Warriors. And we'll be back with Waupun leading 9-1. Bottom half of inning number 2 right after this on RP Sports.
A reminder for everyone that Bent's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Bent's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Bent's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Say cheese! If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
5, shortstop, Kelly Climb, White on deck.
Okay, I think we're back here at Jerry Meadema Field. Bottom half of inning number 2. And Kylie Blyme starts things out for Waupun. Hits one in the air out towards short right field. Right fielder playing in, and ball falls in front of her. Lydia Godin out there, and safe over at first is Kylie Blyme.
Brings up second baseman number 28.
So Carly White's coming up. She had a single, and she scored back in the first inning. Olivia Lisa waits on deck now for the Lady Warriors. Yeah, Olivia found her way to get across the plate with a pass ball. Scooted in from third base. Some pretty good wheels. Next one is chopped on the ground, foul over on the third base side. Brewers playing tonight, game 2 of their 3-game series down in Miami. About an hour from now. Lost yesterday, disappointing loss. Had a lead going into the 9th inning. Ended up losing that an extra inning, 3-2. It's going to go over the catcher's head off her glove and back to the backstop. And Blyme will advance over to second base. We got 9-1 Waupun here in the second inning. Nobody out. A runner at second base. Just the second batter of the bottom of the second inning. Carly White up to bat with Olivia Lease awaiting on deck. This one goes bunted right back to Johnson, the pitcher, and that gets the runner over to third base. Waupun doing a good job putting down the bunts when they're asked to do it.
Throw number 1 brings up left fielder number 5.
Olivia Lease is coming in now to bat. What did she do last time? She walked and scored. Makes offers on the first one and fouls it back. Rowan Harder awaiting on deck. Yeah, Waupun, their ball game here tonight. Again, on their home field, a little bit windy conditioned, and they will host again if you are a number 1 seeded team. And does this find its way out to have a little funnel system here? The ball sitting on the netting right in front of us. That kind of protects our window and the people that are sitting here to getting the concession stand and stuff, but it's kind of stuck there. I thought they had kind of a system where you kind of rolled off one of the sides here. Ooh, a hard hit ball out towards left field over the top of the left fielder's head, all the way to the fence by Lease. Brings that run in from third base, and Olivia with a 1-run double. Nice hard hit ball by Olivia Lease.
Brings across the run, brings up center fielder number 7. Rolling. Order. Hands in on deck.
Nice job there by Olivia. Got a hold of that one over the top of the left fielder's head. Rania Levitt out there. And all she could do was head to the fence and chase it over there because they made it all the way to the fence. Rowan Harder steps to the plate now for Waupun. Now leading 10-1. There's another bunt right back to Johnson. Again, just manufacturing runs and working on that part of their game here against Ripon. Does get the Lease over to third base.
Number 9, right fielder.
Everybody's putting bunts down like they're supposed to. That's a big part of especially softball more than even baseball. So good job by Waupun. Oh, bunting it right back to the pitcher. But doing their job, getting the ball down and advancing their teammates. It's back to the top of the order with Ava Vandezand. It's just the second inning, but this is her third at bat of the ball game. She's had a single. Also, we got on with an error, both of those in the first inning. And has scored twice. All in the first inning. 1-0 the count now to Ava with Kaylee Westfall waiting on deck with 2 down. That runner at third. Next one is popped in the air in the infield. Looks like the shortstop Bryn Carlson calling for it and hauls it in for the out. Waupun does come up with 1 run, and they lead this game now 10-1 after 2 complete. Top of the third inning coming your way in just 60 seconds on RP Sports.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by W&D Navas, a family-owned business operating in the Waupun area for over 60 years. Their third generation is very involved in the running of the business. W&D Navas is a commercial industrial business specializing in convenience stores, fast food restaurants, auto parts stores, and apartment complexes, along with a landscape rock division. No job is too big for the professionals at W&D Navas Waupun.
When's the last time you reviewed your Medicare or your health insurance benefits? Do you have a plan? A lot of people choose plans that don't fit their healthcare needs or budget. Don't make that mistake. We here at SIA Insurance work with many different companies and carriers to get you the best coverage at the best value. For more information, contact SIA Insurance at 999 West Main Street in Waupun. Call SIA Insurance at 324-2071 for free help.
Okay, just 1 run in that second inning for Waupun, but they've got 8 hits in the ball game. And just dominating right now, 10-1 after 2 complete. Top of the third inning now for the Ripon Tigers. Number 3, 4, and 5 in the batting order coming up now for the Ripon Tigers. Addie Johnson will start things out. Hayden Baker follows her, and Rania Levitt. And still in the pitching circle for Waupun is Addie Braun. On the second hop and picking up his White playing shallow over there at second base, and she scoops it up, Carly. Makes it look easy over there, gets the out at first base. Playing right where that ball was going to be, got there in a hurry. Hayden Baker coming up. She struck out back in the first inning. That's the first out that Waupun has put on Ripon that wasn't a strikeout. Keep those fielders in the game here for Waupun. Fighting the first pitch off, Baker fouls it off over on the first base side for strike 1. Rania Levitt waiting on deck. Yeah, it was a nice day to get things ready for the game, so I kind of sat in front of the TV for a little bit getting stuff prepared for this ball game. Watched a little disc golf, watched some pickleball down there. I always like to watch the previous week's tournaments. That's so much. I've just got to watch some kind of sports. So that was kind of fun to watch while I was doing that, and also preparing my stuff for my radio show. I do over in Mayville and Waupun. 1-1 the count with 1 down to Hayden Baker. Nice pitch coming inside on that one, and following it back is Baker. 1-2 the count. Pitch, that one down low, and a strike. Swing and a miss on that next pitch in to Baker. So that is strikeout number 7 for Addie Braun. And Rania Levitt, the left fielder, steps to the plate now. She was walked and stranded at second base back in the first inning. Again, Levitt with that walk back in the first. And at bat right now, and the next pitch, that's going to be high and away. Puts the count at 1-1. One pitch. And that was chopped down, foul. Puts the count at 1-2. Gabby Gaffney waiting on deck, the designated player. So 1-2 pitch misses inside, puts the count at 2-2. Two-two pitch now for Addie Braun, and that one misses high and away. Waupun looking like they're going to be heading on to the regional championship coming up on Thursday, especially after a nice pitch like that. Nice little rise ball, a swing and a miss. 2 strikeouts in the inning. Nobody reaches, and Waupun now leading 10-1 after 2.5 innings. Back with the bottom half of inning number 2 right after this on RP Sports.
If you're looking for someone to take care of your tree needs, call Eli at Torres Tree Service of Waupun. Eli and his team can remove trees big or small, even those hard-to-get trees. They do tree trimming and stump grinding, and the job's not done until they put topsoil and seed where the tree was removed, clean up the debris, and haul it away. Join the many satisfied customers by calling Torres Tree Service in Waupun at 920-334-5887. That's 920-344-5887 for Torres Tree Service of Waupun.
Hey, you think it's warm over there? Where's the AC?
We're not getting Netflix if it ain't free.
Hi, this is...
Okay, Steve Winterhack with you back for the bottom half of inning number 3. Waupun with a 10-1 lead. Kaylee Westfall will start things out for the Lady Warriors. Lexi Garrettson awaits on deck. And Roz Rivera, the scheduled player to bat third here in this inning. First pitch into Kaylee, misses for ball 1. Kaylee so far in the ball game had a single and also a walk. That was both in the first inning and also scored both those times. See that a lot when you do books for Waupun. Especially the top 3-4 batters or so. They're on base and they score almost every time. Hard hit ball out towards right field, and it definitely shoots the right fielders playing shallow. And here goes Kaylee. She's going to be heading over to third base at the very least. The relay throw in, and Kaylee is just going to, I thought she's going to just kind of go on her own, but she gets herself a leadoff triple. Which will surprise me if she would have took off and made him make a play from just on the edge of the infield dirt. But nice little start there, going opposite field with power, shooting over the top of the right fielder, Lydia Godin out there. That'll bring up Lexi Garrettson. Both her at-bats in the first inning, and she singled and also has walked and has scored once. Chance to get herself another RBI. Had 2 of those in the second at-bat in that first inning. And that is hitting the air out towards left field. The Westfall is tagging. It's in the glove of Levitt. Throw into home plate, and runner is safe at home. Not a bad throw in from left field, but still a good job by Westfall, kind of staying away from the catcher and reaches back with her hand and raises across home plate to get the run. So a sac fly there for Lexi Garrettson. And Raj, what's up now? And that first pitch goes off the bat of Ryan Babish right into the catcher's glove. Hayden Baker for an out. So 11-1 Waupun now with that 10-run lead. Now with 2 down, and Addie Braun up to bat. This pitch misses high into Braun. Like I said, the winner of the game plays the winner of the Winneconne hosting Campbellsport game going on right now. As long as they're not getting washed out up there, because that's where most of the weather was kind of north of here. So as far as I know, up in Winneconne, they could be in a rain delay or maybe even called off. I don't know. And that one catches Braun, so she's hit by a pitch. And that'll bring up Kylie Plime up to bat. Other games in this half of the section will have Kewaskum, and they are hosting Port Washington. Kewaskum, a number 3 seed. And number 2, Plymouth, is hosting Berlin. Like I said, all these games, I don't know what's going on there weather-wise, but I'd be a little worried about that game up in Winneconne because a lot of some heavy storms went, but were just north. You can even see the dark skies towards the north and the west. So they got maybe a little bit more up there than we had. Just a few little showers here today, not much. And a hard hit ball right down the line and past the third baseman off the bat of Kylie Plime. Puts runners now at first and second base.
Flying with the base hit to left.
Nice swing there by Kylie and Carly White. He is coming up to bat. He had a single and scored back in the first inning, and also in the second inning was asked to put a bunt down, a sac bunt, to move the runner over. First pitch into Carly, stays inside, no offer, ball one. Yeah, top part of the sectional as number 2 Luxembourg Casco up there. They're taking on Marinette today. Seymour taking on Fox Valley Lutheran. Denmark against O'Connell Falls, and Notre Dame taking on number 5 Freedom. And that's in the glove of the shortstop. Nice job by Bryn Carlson to bring in a hard hit ball by Carly. Not quite high enough. And Waupun does come up with another run and now lead this game 11-1 after 3 complete. Top of the fourth, just 1 minute away on RP Sports.
The Hour Bar on Main Street, Waupun is a great place to meet friends. Owners Bob and Tana invite you to join them for their daily specials and great atmosphere. They also bring in top-notch entertainment and host many special events. The Hour Bar is also the perfect place to cheer on the Packers, Bucks, Brewers, and Badgers. There's TVs everywhere you look. After today's game, head to the Hour Bar, 433 East Main Street, Waupun, a proud supporter of high school sports. This game is powered by C. Broxma Electric of Waupun. C. Broxma Electric has serviced the electrical needs for Waupun and the surrounding area for over 18 years. From small residential jobs to agricultural, industrial, and commercial jobs, they do it all. For quality work and prompt, courteous service, contact your State of Wisconsin licensed electrical contractor in our area. C. Broxma Electric at 920-319-1614 or check them out online at cbelectric.net.
Okay, we are back for the top half of inning number 4. Gabby Gaffney, the designated player, will start things out for Ripon, number 6 in the batting order, followed by Bella Kletke and Lydia Godin. That one way outside away from the right-handed hitter. First pitch into her. Okay, so 1-0 the count to Gaffney. Next pitch, that one's right down Main Street and blows one by her with a fastball. 2-2 the count to Gaffney. Waupun are racking up about 10 hits so far in the ball game, so those numbers add up. This one's going to hit Gaffney, and she's issued a walk. Leadoff player hit by a pitch, standing at first base. And Bella Kletke coming up now, the second baseman. Her last at bat, she was a strikeout victim back in the first inning. And the first pitch misses into Bella Kletke, with Lydia Godin awaiting on deck. 8 strikeouts in the ball game already for Addie Braun. Going into the top of the fourth inning. That one's popped in the air, and Kaylee couldn't get a beat on it at all, and it just lands on the ground. In foul territory, first base side. Count is now 1-1. And strike 3 going down looking is Bella Kletke. Strikeout number 9 for Addie Braun. And Lydia Godin, the right fielder, coming up to bat. One down with a runner at first. Upon giving up a run in the top of the first inning. First one that they've given up to Ripon, and this is the third game they played them. And a strike, catching the outside part of the plate on the first pitch in. One and oh the count now to Lydia Godin. Swings and misses on the next pitch in. Yeah, definitely can't complain about the weather we've got. Let's see what happened just north of us in some of the places up there if they got their games in. Swing and a miss, strikeout, throw down to first base, not in time. So back-to-back strikeouts, pitched by Eddie Braun, and that'll bring up Ryland Sod up to bat. She struck out back in the second inning. Runner over at first base, got on with that being hit by a pitch. And 2 strikeouts, pitched by Braun. And Ryland Sald up to the plate. Bringing it on that one. Swing and a miss on the first pitch into Sald. Strikeout count up to 10 now for Waupun's pitcher, Addie Braun. Next pitch a miss inside. 1-1 the count.
Just keep going. I'm going to upload it later.
Takes a little off that last pitch and puts it up there high. Looked pretty nice. Swing and a miss for Sald. Count is now at 1-2. 2 down, runner at first, and a 1-2 count to Ryland Sald. Number 9 in the overall batting order for the Ripon Tigers. That's going to miss just a bit high. Puts the count at 2-2. And one also misses maybe just off the plate away from the right-handed hitter Sald. So it makes it now a 3-2 count. Comes a 3-2 pitch. And that is strike 3. So last 3 batters went down. Strikeout victims. One runner reaches, hit by a pitch, and nobody scores, of course. And Waupun leading 11-1 going into the bottom of inning number 4. Back with that in just 1 minute on RP Sports.
It's time to take control of your soil management. Turn to the Great Plains TerraMax, a versatile hybrid tillage solution offering variable intensity tillage for a variety of fall and spring field conditions. Create the ideal seedbed with a high-quality finish, level soils and remove ruts, and eliminate resistant weeds, all with one tool. Tillage is now on your terms with TerraMax. Visit Waupun Equipment Company today to learn more about hybrid tillage and the all-new TerraMax from Great Plains. TerraMax, for tillage on your terms.
We make you feel at home and auto sales. Great selection and a price that's low. You'll find friendly smiles and a warm hello every time. We make you feel at home and auto sales. Every time we make you feel at home and auto sales.
Home and Auto Sales is a proud sponsor of high school sports.
Left fielder number 5.
Okay, we are back. Olivia Lee's coming up first for the Waupun Lady Warriors. Her third at bat of the game. She's walked, had an RBI double back in the second inning. That was a nice shot. Hit that over the left fielder's head, and they're all the way out to the fence. That was a nice hard hit that brought in that run. Nice production on number 8 in the batting order with Olivia Lease. Yeah. London Gaffney now playing first base for the Ripon Tigers. Little changes here and trying to get some players in, get some little playing time here toward the end of the season. Last game here for the Ripon Tigers. Gaffney just a freshman. Eddie Johnson still in the pitcher's circle for the Ripon Tigers. Bounces one across the plate. Makes the count now 3-0 to Lease. 2-0. So we'll see what other changes. Kind of hard to read the front of their number, especially when you get to my age. Yeah, 8 and 10. Yeah, they look the same. Okay, 2-1 the count now, and that was going to miss low and DeLeese makes the count 3-1. Yeah, sorry that our the internet just not working real well here. No matter what we use for a router, whether there's AT&T or using our Verizon router. Just one of those days. Maybe the weather's pretty screwy conditions right now, so definitely have something to do with it. Comes the 3-1 pitch, and that one misses inside. And Lease, he is walked here for the second time in the ball game. Rowan Harder comes to the plate now. Rowan has had a sack bunt so far in the ball game. Did her job with that, and also walked and scored in the first inning. 11-1 the lead now for the Lady Warriors. Eva Bandazan, top of the order, waiting on deck. First pitch bounces before it gets to home plate, and that is ball one. See, maybe I can check and see how things are going with Jeff Sauer here tonight in the Oakfield game. Taking on Lourdes Academy. That was going to be high off the glove of the catcher, and Lease easily heads over to second base. Called strike to the next pitch into Rowan. Two and one the count. And I checked in to see what's going on with Jeff over there, but not much happening. Like nothing happening there. Don't see a scoreboard or anything on there, and nobody in the bleachers. I don't know if it's just frozen. We've had some trouble over at Oakfield. That's not a great. That's probably the worst place we have for getting the internet is at Oakfield. And Jeff and I sat there for a whole game, and we weren't on the whole time. And I called the game. It wasn't even recorded. So just a good practice. That's a called strike. We had a whole bleacher full of people that were right. Kind of a lazy throw back to actually, the pitcher should have caught that one. It gets past her glove, and then Livia says, I'll take an extra base. So she heads over to third base. But I had a whole bleacher on the small bleachers right next to me between the dugout and where I was. And they thanked me afterwards because they said they listened to me call the game. So I did have an audience, but it was lost in space. We can see it again. This is chopped over towards the shortstop. Carlson picks it up, fires over to first in time to get the out, but Lease does score. So a sacrifice there by Rowan Harder to bring in a run.
Pinch hitter, number 33,
Amelia Jones, a sophomore, steps up to the plate now for Waupun. Novice letting the home plate umpire know that. So base is empty, and the coach heading out now for Ripon to talk to his team, maybe changing to a different pitcher possibly. I know they had a couple players that have been doing some pitching. So that is Lydia Godin that's coming in. It looks like they're giving her the ball in the mask, and she'll be warming up. So let's take a break. Back after this on RP Sports.
Holman Auto is very blessed to have served our local communities for 50 years. From a small used car store with 4 employees to 5 locations and over 100 employees. We would like to thank our many customers and our communities for the past 50 years. Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Waupun, Holman Chevrolet in Waupun, Holman Ford and Holman Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram in Ripon, Holman Chevrolet GMC in Ripon, and the location where we began 50 years ago, Holman Value Center in Waupun. Thank you for allowing us to serve you, our customers, our friends, for the last 50 years. And we look forward to the next 50 years. Holman Auto, great selection, award-winning service, low prices, and a relaxed buying atmosphere. We make you feel at home at Holman Auto Group in Waupun and Ripon, serving you for 50 years and counting.
Joint or spine pain holding you back from the activities you love? Exhausted from relying on pain medications? Dreading the thought of steroid shots or invasive surgery? At New Medical Center, we believe in tapping into your body's own natural healing abilities. Our cutting-edge regenerative treatments use your body's own natural biologics to repair and restore damaged tissues. Imagine getting back to a life of movement and freedom in one simple in-office procedure. No downtime, no lengthy hospital stays, and no painful recovery. Isn't it time you reclaimed your life from pain? Call us at 920-324-9899 or visit us online at newmedicalctr.com. That's New Medical Center, 920-324-9899. New Medical Center, 160 Gateway Drive in Waupun. What are you waiting for? Get back to living pain-free. Call New Medical Center now.
Okay, we've got a new pitcher that came in for Ripon, warming up, and all ready to go now is Lydia Godin, the right fielder. And hit by a pitch. Finally get my chance to get in and bat, and getting hit by a pitch on the first pitch that she sees. Amelia Jones heads down to first base.
Garrettson on deck.
So that will bring up Kaylee Westfall, her 4th at bat of the ball game. She's 2 for 2 in the game. She's got a triple, a single, walked, and also scored 3 times in the ball game. She makes that a habit in the game that I've called Waupun has played. So 1 run in. Waupun leading now 12-1 here in the bottom of the 4th inning. This one's going to float, stay high, and that'll change up by Godin. 2-0 the count. Yeah, Waupun, all they really need to do is just hang on to here to go in the 5th inning and walk away with a regional semifinal victory. Strike on the next pitch in to Westfall. This takes me to this. And Westfall is issued a walk, so she heads the first base. Runners now at first and second for Waupun. Lexi Garrettson will now come up to bat for the Lady Warriors. This one gets past the catcher, and runners advance now to second and third base. Still trying to check in with my friend Jeff over at the other game and see what they're up to over there. See if I can hone in and see if we get that Oakfield game taking on Lourdes. Garrettson up to bat so far. Lexi in the ball game has walked. She had a 2-run single in the first inning. Those are her 2 bats in the first inning. Then she had an RBI sac fly out to left field back in the 3rd inning. I'm just checking to see if we can catch up and see what's happening in that Lourdes against Phil game. Unless they played much earlier and that game is over there. I'm not sure what's going on over there.
Garrettson reaches on the base on balls.
It's already over. No field game's over.
Yeah, I just have to find the score.
Okay, yeah, if you find that, let me know. So Roz Rivera coming up to bat. Roz so far again coming up to bat is Roz with bases loaded. It's happened a few times this game now. Yeah, Jeff's already had that game was already taken care of over there. This has got a good early start over at Oakfield in that ball game. Jeff out there doing some interviews earlier today. Just don't see a scoreboard on there. But if he's interviewing the Oakfield players, that means that they won their ball game. So that should be good news, as you expect out of the number one ranked team in the state in Division 5. They had some nice wins. I know a disappointing loss to Lemira when the Oakfield played them, the game that I was at. You got 10 run ruled in that ball game. Then they go out and beat Mayville, the number 3 ranked team in the state. After losing that to number 5 in the state, Lemira, they beat Mayville toward the end of the season. So Oakfield getting some respect with the pollsters out there, and they are now ranked number 1 in Division 5 going into the postseason. So they move on, and Oakfield will be taking on the winner of the Cambria Friesland hosting Elkhart Lakeland Beulah game. Yeah, Roz has had a couple singles already in the ball game. Is also flowing out over to this one is hit high in the air out towards left field, deep out to left field, and that is gone. A grand slam for Roz Rivera. That's why you put her at number 4 in the batting order for moments like that. So Roz with a grand salami here in Waupun at Jerry Meadham Field. Nice job, Roz. Got a hold of that one. Kind of a no-doubter right off the bat, and cleans the bases up, and Waupun now leading 14-1. Wow. Good job, Roz. And that will be the end of the ball game. Yeah, that put Waupun up by enough now, and now up 14-1. So they are done after 4 innings. Waupun a 14-1 victor here in the ball game. 16-1. So that's a 15-run rule on that. So 16-1 victory here for the Waupun Lady Warriors, flexing their muscles here to get things going in the tournament. They'll be playing coming up on Thursday against the winner of the Campbellsport at Winnicott game. Don't have a result on that, but congratulations to Josh Novice. Victory here at home, 16-1 over the Oakfield Oaks. Let's take a break right now, come back, talk about the game in just a few minutes on RP Sports.
Time to be determined. We'd like to thank you for coming out.
At Jimmy John's, we don't make sandwiches. We make the sandwich of sandwiches. We use fresh veggies because we don't hate salads. We just feel bad for them. We make our sandwiches exactly how you want because you're the one who's eating it. And we bake bread all day, every day because stale bread isn't bread. It's croutons. Sandwich history is written by the victors. Good thing we have legible handwriting. Jimmy John's, the sandwich of sandwiches. Order pickup or delivery on the app.
We could try to explain what it feels like to get your work done on a John Deere. The way a Z-Track mower finishes in half the time you thought it would. How easily soil gets moved with a 1 Series tractor. Or how it feels to tow up to 4,000 pounds behind a Gator XUV. But if you really want to know what it's like to run with us, you just have to get in the seat.
Stop by Ballwig Implement, your full-line John Deere dealer in Waupun or Beaver Dam today to see the difference for yourself. You just have to get in that seat. See the full range of John Deere compact tractors and attachments today at Ballwig Implement, Waupun and Beaver Dam.
Shop these and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun this week. Stock up with whole seedless watermelon, $3.99 each. A 6-count of Sheboygan hard rolls or brat buns, $1.99. A party pack of Johnsonville brats, $8.99 with your card. Bicolor sweet corn, 5 for $2. Limit of 10. These and more great deals at the Piggly Wiggly Waupun. Shop these great deals for Memorial Day now at Waupun's Piggly Wiggly.
A reminder for everyone that Ben's Automotive is open Monday through Friday from 7 a.m. until 5 p.m. and on Saturdays by appointment only. Keeping your vehicle in tip-top running condition is essential. Call 324-9962 for Ben's Automotive. Get the quality repair and maintenance services you need from the automotive technicians you can trust. Ben's Automotive at the corner of Carrington and Main Streets in beautiful downtown Waupun. Call 920-324-9962 to schedule your service or repair needs today.
Say cheese. If you cringe when it's time to smile, come to Dentistry of Wisconsin in Beaver Dam and Waupun to make your grin big, bright, and beautiful. They can help with impactful solutions like implants, bridges, orthodontics like Sure Smile clear aligners. And if you're looking for simple smile enhancers, they offer tooth whitening and veneers. Give Dentistry of Wisconsin a call in Beaver Dam at 887-2112 or their Waupun office at 324-3881. You can also visit them online at dentistryofwisconsin.com.
And Steve with us here at the Other Bar, Main Street in downtown Waupun, encouraging people to stop on by this May week and get set up with great food, great specials, great drink specials.
Yeah, lots of cold beer on tap and lots of hot food in the kitchen. Patio's open, so we got the new umbrellas out there for the tables, and want to hang outside if you don't want to sit in the nice, cool air conditioning inside here. Got that available for you, so stop down, check out what we got going on. There's always something different here.
Yep, and some great specials, hot plate specials happening daily.
Yep, daily hot plate specials. We've got the Friday fish fry, starts at 11 o'clock every Friday. There's always great pizzas that we actually can do after hours a little bit too, so if you can't get here by 9 and you want to get a pizza before 10, give us a call. We'll hook you up with that too.
Open on Memorial Day. Talk about that.
We are, so everybody coming back from camping that's burned out and doesn't feel like cooking, we'll hook you up. So open at 11 on Monday. We'll be here till close.
The Other Bar, Main Street, downtown Waupun. Thanks, Steve. Have a good week.
You too. Thanks, Steve.
Okay, Waupun taking care of business. I believe the score is 16-1, right? Is that what the final score is? Even though it says 14-1 on the scoreboard. But again, Waupun flexing their muscle here in their first game of the postseason. And nobody flexing their muscle more than Raz Rivera. What a game, Raz, joining us right now. He had 7 RBIs. He had a single, and then that grand slam in there, then that RBI with your single he had in the first inning, two hits in the first inning. But 7 RBIs, just talk about how you're feeling here today.
Yeah, getting those hits today really helped me boost my confidence. I've been kind of down the last couple weeks. Just maintaining that contact has been a big struggle, and today really boosted me up again.
I always kind of put a little pressure on you, even though you don't hear it, but I always say this is they put her clean up because you had a couple opportunities batting with bases loaded here today. Did you know right off the bat that was fun?
Not right off the bat. I was a little hesitant because that's happened a couple times where it's just too high to get over that fence. But
you never started doing the trot around the bases. The whole thing was going to go over the fence, and you had to start running, did you?
Yep. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, Raz, impressive performance, and you even had to give up one of your bats, one of your teammates, which is nice of you to do that. But just 7 RBIs and a grand slam to kind of highlight it. So congratulations on a great game.
Thank you so much.
Raz Rivera joining us. And we'll move on to Coach Josh Novice, and let's talk about your team's play here today. I know you're a little worried about having a game when you didn't have a practice the day before. What's your thoughts on that?
Well, we did have a practice on this one, so yeah, it was worrying if we would have had to play tomorrow. That was where we were going with it, yeah. But they had a good practice last night. We worked on what we worked on is exactly why we hit the way we did. They put on the field what they worked on at practice, and that's the kind of team we have. They know we do things for a reason, and they can execute. And not just Raz, they all hit the ball really well today. So
yeah, from top to bottom, what a nice hit by Olivia Lees too. Shooting the left fielder out there and putting it out to the fence. So you get that kind of production out of your number 8 batter in the batting order. That's bodes well for your team.
And she come in for extra stuff on Sunday. You know, she's a senior that doesn't want to stop playing yet. So and it paid off for her. It was nice to see that work. Give her a double there. It was a pretty nice hit. So.
And looking at somebody had on the Game Changer or watching these updates on the Winneconne was leading 4-0 in their ball game. So thoughts on either one of your opponents you could have?
Well, Yeah, you're trying to beat a team a third time. We talked about that earlier, so it's tough. In Campbell Sport, we've scouted them a couple times, and so we'll film again on them today. If they do come out on top, we'll have both teams scouted pretty good. And Miss Youngbauer is a great pitcher, so if we see her again, the good thing is we stacked up a lot of at-bats against her, so the girls have seen her. They're not going to be surprised, and we got a couple extra pitchers coming in tomorrow to give them another look that will be similar to Miss Youngbauer if they do come out, and we'll be ready. Yeah.
Hey, congratulations on the decision too to go an hour earlier because we're getting rained on right now. So you did exactly the right thing.
And kudos to our AD. He made it happen. Got a hold of all the right people to do that, and thanks to Ripon for getting that bus and making sure this thing happened today. And I know WIA is happy too. They don't like games lingering around. So.
Okay, well, congratulations on a nice win. We'll on this diamond again on Thursday, the winner of the Winneconne and Campbellsport game. So congratulations, 16-1 victory against your conference, the Ripon Tigers.
Yeah, I just want to say thanks, Colorado. Thanks, Nashville/New York. They know what I'm talking about. Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Okay, Josh. Nice victory. Okay, that's it. Here from Jerry Meadham of Field, Steve Winterhack saying so long. I got Big Nate Young on the video streaming. Sorry about our little video problems we had with the internet. It wasn't working that great here tonight, but you can watch it back, which a lot of people probably are doing. You'll see that me doing this a few hours from now. But Waupun wins 16-1 and moves on now Thursday for a 5 o'clock game right here on this diamond, taking on the winner of the Winneconne, again hosting Campbellsport game. And this has been Waupun Lady Warrior softball on our sports.
This broadcast is brought to you in part by W&D Navas, a family-owned business operating in the Waupun area for over 60 years. Their third generation is very involved in the running of the business. W&D Navas is a commercial industrial business specializing in convenience stores, fast food restaurants, auto parts stores, and apartment complexes, along with a landscape rock division. No job is too big for the professionals at W&D Navas Waupun.
When's the last time you reviewed your Medicare or your health insurance benefits? Do you have a plan? A lot of people choose plans that don't fit their healthcare needs or budget. Don't make that mistake. We here at SIA Insurance work with many different companies and carriers to get you the best coverage at the best value. For more information, contact SIA Insurance at 999 West Main Street in Waupun. Call SIA Insurance at 324-2071 for free help.